So this is Nataliya Potopalska. She's a senior UK yoga teacher and brings a wealth of experience to the table in terms of consciousness and healing. And I'm delighted to introduce Nataliya today. So Nataliya, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for having me, Jamie.
Oh, it's lovely to have you here and to share your energy with the audience. I hope they get a lot from it, and I'm sure they will. So, would you just like to tell me a little bit about your your current role as a yoga teacher and how you bring yoga to people and your vision for helping people with their health or consciousness, whatever is inspiring to you?
Hey. So a senior yoga teacher. I have two modalities of teaching yoga behind my back. It's Forrest yoga, which the closest to my heart, and a little bit fiery vinyasa. My aim to bring yoga to people, to as many as possible, and make it as accessible as possible. Nowadays, it can be a little bit tricky to adapt an ancient techniques. So I'm trying to break it down into a micro dosage throughout my teaching so people can leave it instead of just hopping on and off the mat. It's all about the moment for me. It's all about taking a breath, feeling the body, noticing emotions and a mental state, and trying to use a physical yoga practice as a doorway to internal world.
Lovely. That's great. So would you like to explain a little bit about your background? How do you end up doing what you do for a living? So I see here you were bullied by management in your 9 to 4 job, and then that led you to working with kids and having your own child. So do you want to explain a little bit more about that and how that sort of mud, as it were, how you worked through that and came to this place of actually authentic living?
Sure. So I was introduced to yoga about 20 years ago when I was an athlete. And back then, yoga really helped me to transition from being elite runner into, let's say, normal day-to-day lifestyle. And it helped me to transition not only physically to heal the all physical injury that was piled up throughout the running years, but also mostly mentally to shift from the world that is almost like a cocoon, everything taken care for an athlete, into being self-sufficient and living as an adult in a day-to-day life. That was a first point that I noticed that yoga really, really helped me to do that. And as on a second occasion that it became so vividly present in my life when I was bullied, unfortunately, by my management team when I worked in school. Yoga helped me to be less reactive to the negative part of it and mostly staying in the present moment. And when I become a mom myself, and it helped me navigating and actually understand what will serve me and my family if I leave 9 to 4 daily job and look more after myself using yoga techniques. And I always loved working with people. I've always been a little bit of a chatterbox, so having community around and interacting with people, it's a part of me. And I saw it that in a yoga community, it's very healing, it's open, but also very nurturing. So slowly I drifted away from 9 to 4 job I trained as a yoga teacher on many, many hours.